There are some things that our body naturally and inherently rejects in regards to food. But imagine ignoring all these major alarms that your body is setting off in order to indulge in a culinary dish that's a mixture of disgusting and downright dangerous. Social media has always pushed the boundaries of what people are willing to do for likes, followers, and their 5 minutes of fame. But every once in a while, there's a challenge that comes along that makes you just wonder, why? This is the NyQuil and Chicken Challenge. Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Kendall, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Kendall. A lot of other videos I have on my channel talk about different challenges and their dangers, but this particular challenge I don't believe many people participated in because it really does not make that much sense at all. The NyQuil and Chicken Challenge consists of people taking raw chicken and boiling it in NyQuil. And yes, it's just as ridiculous as it sounds. The main purpose of this challenge is really just for shock value and to gain a response out of those who watch it. And it sure did work. The problem with this challenge is, besides the fact of it being crazy in nature, it is also downright dangerous for those who attempt to try the forbidden chicken. But before I get ahead of myself, let's start from the beginning. The NyQuil and Chicken Challenge first began in 2020, where it gained a lot of views, a lot of attention, and pretty much went viral on dang near every social media site. Now, I'm going to be honest, a lot of really weird things happened in 2020. A lot of weird challenges and trends came about from 2020 from the lockdown, and I'm not sure if it had something to do with people being stuck in their house all day, but something really clicked, and not in a good way. Continuing on though, considering the nature of this challenge, it is no surprise how quickly it spread. The trend began to be called the Sleepy Chicken Challenge, and it disgusted just about anybody and everybody who ran across it. And unfortunately for you, you will be watching it now.
I've done this in the past, and usually I use about, 4/3 of the bottle. Season that NyQuil in there just at the right temperature. You're going to want to let it sit there and sizzle for about, 5 to 30 minutes.
Now, to get a little bit more in depth of the process of making this atrocity, I will be explaining to you how it is made. I don't recommend doing this at all, not in the slightest. It is very dangerous and is very stupid, so please do not do this. But for understanding purposes, here we go. To begin, the person takes a few pieces of raw chicken and puts it in a frying pan. Then the chef pours a couple bottles of NyQuil in the pan and on the chicken. Then the chicken is cooked and allowed to simmer until it is fully coated and has soaked in a lot of the medicine. Sounds disgusting, right? Yeah, 'cause it is. And you may be wondering, why in the world would anyone actually want to try this? And my guess, if it's not for attention, then it's for curiosity. With social media, the more shocking, the better. For some people, the desire to go viral and have that moment overrides the common sense and the natural function of thinking critically. And for those doing this for curiosity purposes, they think to themselves, how bad could it really be? And that's enough to get them to actually try it. Just like how something will be very disturbing or weird and you can't look away, for some of these people it may be like that, where they're like, this is so weird, I can't help but to try it. But the curiosity at the end of the day comes with a heavy price. Cooking chicken in NyQuil is far more than just weird or strange, but it is just downright dangerous. When you heat up NyQuil, the active ingredients, including this, I'm not going to say it, become super concentrated. Inhaling the fumes from cooking the chicken or eating the chicken can be extremely risky, as a person now has a high dosage of drugs in their system, oftentimes without even realizing it. The dangers can include liver damage, respiratory issues, hallucinations, and at worst, life-threatening. The problem has become so bad with this challenge that the FDA actually had to let out a warning against it, highlighting how bad this can actually be for your health, and reminding the public that this is not a product to be used in cooking. Eating NyQuil chicken isn't just a challenge, it's a gamble for your health, and the consequences can be severe. Thankfully, from what I know, no one has actually been seriously harmed from this challenge. Regardless, this is still a very bad idea, and it's still very risky at the end of the day. And it's an uncomfortable reminder of what people are willing to do for more likes, followers, and attention. Not every trend is worth trying, no matter how popular it is. Imagine, if people are willing to do stuff like this now, what will it be like in a couple years from now or a couple decades from now? What shocks us now won't always shock us in the future as we get desensitized to it. And this leads to less likes, followers, attention, views, whatever, for these shock content creators. Meaning that they're going to have to push the boundaries more and more and more in order to sustain their audience. This means crazier, more ridiculous, and more risky challenges to come. My question is, where will the limit be placed? And will there ever even be a limit? Take some time off of social media today. Take a walk, drink some water, because we both know you haven't drank enough. It was lovely seeing you in today's video, and I hope to see you in the next one. And remember, don't try everything you see online. Bye!